You like to have a big receiver, either a tight end or a big wide receiver, work in the middle. And that's what Chris T. Jones is. He's a big, strong guy, and it's easy to see that 82 in the middle.
First down, Eagles at the Dallas 15. Cowboys leading 7-0. Detmer back to throw it. Looking in the corner for Freddie Solomon, incomplete.
That was an audible. I don't know what Ty Detmer saw, but you usually don't think that a guy who's only caught one pass all year. I see something here I like. I see him against Deion Sanders. I'm going to go man-to-man, but that's what he saw.
How could you like it too much?
I know Freddie Solomon, he caught his first pass last week. And you see him matched up man-to-man. Deion Sanders is going to play down here in the right. He's always going to be there. So whoever you put out there is going to be man-to-man on Deion.
Chris T. Jones is out there this time. This is Ricky Waller. Waller pounds inside the 5. That should be just about a first down for Philadelphia. Teague made the stop.
And that's what Ricky Waters needed too, was a pretty good run early. And you're going to see him here, and he's going to come right in this area here. They're going to work right on that right side. You see he pulls the tackle, just comes straight up, gets a block right there, gets a good block to free him. Makes a good cutback. You see, he starts to the outside like he's going to go outside, then plants that right leg and just cuts back. And the first guy there is the safety, George Teague. This is a pretty good drive. This is
a very good drive.
An impressive drive because, you know, we talked about the strength of this Cowboy team being their defense. They're #2 in the league. But this Eagle offense has looked very good on this drive.
First and goal at the 5.
This is the 13th play.
Water. Eagle touchdown.
Now that is football. You come back and they score on you. You're on the road. You get the ball and you just drive it down on a 14-play drive and just pound it in on them. And they did. And Ray Rhodes isn't going to smile. He knows this is a long game. He hasn't done anything yet. But I tell you, he's proud of that group that just had that drive and that quarterback right there.
Ty Detmer, as you said, is just one of those guys who knows how to play, how to read the defense. Anderson's extra point ties it. Hutton was holding. That was, as you said, a very impressive drive. 13 plays, 74 yards. Waters scored the touchdown. Terry and Ronnie Lott.
I'll tell you, in this kickoff coverage team better be a heck of a lot better than they were the last time they did this.
Short kick is going to be handled again by Walker at the 12 this time. And he is tripped up early. At the 25. Let's look at the Eagle defense. Things happen so quickly we didn't have a chance to look at them before. Up front, Mamula, Dixon, Fuller, and Hall. The linebackers, Young and Quick, Thomas, Willis, and Ray Farmer. And the secondary, Bobby Taylor, Brian Dawkins, Zordich, and Troy Benson. 4 good cornerbacks in this game today.
Yeah, we talked about that matchup. Bobby Taylor is going to line up on Michael Irvin every play.
And then Smith looking for a place to cut. The Eagles had it shut down.
You know, and one thing that Bobby Taylor says that with a receiver like Michael Irvin, you have to be physical. Now, even though this is a run, they're both going to be physical against each other. You see, I mean, they both go helmet to helmet, number to number, pad to pad, all those things. You know, that's that whole thing. You aren't going to intimidate me. Oh, yeah, I'll show you who's going to intimidate who. You know, one of those deals going on.
Remember Robert Brooks in Green Bay?
Yeah.
Same kind of matchup. Finished him for the year. Here's Aikman back to throw. Outside to Darrell Johnston. Pickup of about 6. William Thomas covering the fullback.
I think that's one of the things that Troy Aikman misses, and not having Jay Novacek. You know, we talked about that all the time, and he feels it too. As you don't have an inside passing game. I mean, he feels comfortable with Michael Irvin as an outside receiver, more comfortable now with Deion Sanders as an outside receiver, but he really doesn't have an inside receiver yet that he feels comfortable with.
He has the guy in motion, Bjornsson, but he's got a bad ankle. Inside Emmett Smith. I don't think he got enough for the first down. Farmer made the stop.
And maybe again, that's good. You know, if you need a play and you need a third down play, that's when you have to go to Michael Irvin. So when you don't go to Michael Irvin and you dump it off short, then you have to say that there was good coverage on Michael Irvin, because Michael Irvin is your playmaker. Troy Aikman wants to get the ball to him on third down, and when he has to dump it off short to an Emmitt Smith, that's not what this guy wants. That's not what Troy Aikman wants. That's not what the Dallas Cowboys want. That's what the Philadelphia Eagles want.
Yeah, the Cowboys did want a measurement, which they're getting. Looks like Emmitt Smith was about half yard short. Well, that's not a half yard, but it's short.
See, now here's where they would like to go. I mean, they would like to go up there. Bobby Taylor has a man-to-man, but he's playing underneath because he has his safety right here to help him deep. So therefore, he can be very aggressive on him, and he can jump anything underneath him because he is going to have a safety to help him deep. But that's where Troy Aikman should have wanted to go on that third down, not to have to dump it off to Emmitt Smith.
4th and inches. Mark Say back deep. John Jett to punt for Dallas. This kick's a good one. Say fields it at the 11. Randall Godfrey down to make the stop. 54-yard punt by Jett. A few weeks ago, the blockbuster video blimp established another record when it became the first blimp ever to fly in the high elevation of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Right now, it's not so high over Texas Stadium. They may not have a seat for him.
It's a good place to be, though. I mean, if you want to see a lot of big games, be a blimp.
Here's Ty Detmer for Irving Fryer. Fryer's out to the 40.
You know, when Ty Detmer was saying last night, he said we're not going to be afraid of Deion Sanders. I mean, we'll work on him, and you'll see Irving Fryer just come up. Deion Sanders didn't get a punch on him. He just ran a slant. Ty Detmer said, we're going to throw on him, and he is.
Yeah, he drilled a
Deion Sanders. He is bad. He's just hitting himself in the head down there because he let Fryer get off the line of scrimmage without a bump.
Perfect throw by Detmer. Leon left. Hit Detmer before he could get to the running back.
Probably right now the most dominant defensive player in the entire National Football League is this guy here, Leon Lett. I mean, he is so big and so strong and so quick. Of course, I mean, he just got off the ball. No one even touches him. Watch him here. They don't even touch him. The tackle's trying to block down on him, but you can't do that. You're not going to be able to block down on Leon Lett when he's getting off the ball like that. In fact, if he's getting off the ball like that, you're not even going to be able to hand the ball off.
Lucky the Eagles didn't fumble. Detmer back to throw. Trying to drop it out to Mark Say. Incomplete. Right now, let's return to James Brown at our Fox Television Center.
Pat, Jerome Bettis is having some kind of day. Take a look at this 52-yard run to pay dirt. Second touchdown of the day, 88 yards on the day. He only had 6 touchdowns rushing last 2 seasons with the Rams. Back to Pat and John.
7-7 tie. Eagles and the Cowboys, 3rd and 13. 3 wide receivers. Detmer back to throw. The Cowboys are blitzing. Detmer gets rid of it. Pass caught. Flag on the play. Way downfield. Fryer made the reception.
And the Cowboys did something you don't see them do a lot of, or you haven't in in the past is use a 3-man line and then stunt off that, bring 2 linebackers on a stunt. So they had a 5-man rush, which would put them into man-to-man coverage, and then you're going to see what happened down here. But see, they only got 1, 2, 3 here. Then they're going to get 2 coming up the middle in a stunt, and they darn near get there to Ty Detmer. Look at that. They get the cross coming right up the middle. Ty Detmer has pretty good protection, and he just gets rid of the ball.
The defense, number 26. Penalty is declined. The yardage gives a first down.
Called against Kevin Smith. But the pass completion was enough for a first down.
But look at how he can do it. Here's Kevin Smith up here. Here we're going to see the pass thrown down there, and we're going to see Kevin Smith up there on top. But again, a man-to-man coverage. You see that bump? I think they're calling him on the bump after 5 yards. But that was still a heck of a drop and throw by Ty Detmer.
He's impressive. Detmer incomplete. His receiver fell down or was knocked down. Jason Dunn, the tight end.
Jason Dunn is looking around. Hey, you gotta call something on that. Yeah, he's a big rookie who Ray Rhodes was telling us one time. He said, reminds me of Raymond Chester and, you know, a guy that you had, Dave Casper, and those are 2 tight ends that I coached that
pretty good ones.
Two of the best tight ends that ever played this game. And if Jason Dunn is going to be that kind of tight end, he's going to be one of the best in this league.
3 wide receivers on 2nd and 10. Detmer gives to Ricky Waters, who spun away from one tackle. It's good running by Ricky Waters. Godfrey Miles made the stop, but that's good running.
I think the guy he might have spun away from is his old teammate, Charles Haley. Let's see if Haley doesn't get in here, but Ricky Waters hits this, does a little spin here, and then just keeps on coming out this end here. You watch Charles Haley's coming underneath right here, and it is Charles up right there. He just kind of outran Charles's dive.
Yep. He did the spin a little earlier.
Ricky Waters has moves on moves.
3rd and short. Waters the deep back. Waters and enough down to the Cowboy 32. This Eagle offense is cutting up the Cowboy defense.
And the thing that we talked about is Ricky Waters having success early, or he gets a little frustrated. Ricky Waters is having success early. Get in there behind Joe Panos over there. Barrett Brooks on that left side. There was a big hole on that one.
2nd in the NFC behind Terry Allen. Ricky Waters, 1st and 10, Philadelphia.
Ty Detmer is audibleizing here.
Cowboys on a blitz. Detmer gets rid of it. Miscommunication between Detmer and Fryer.
Either that or he was just getting such a rush that he had to get rid of the ball. And a smart quarterback, when he throws the ball away, is always going to throw it where there's no chance of an interception. Because sometimes, you know, quarterbacks do dumb things and they're trying to throw it away, and the next thing you know, they throw it to a guy in the other colored jersey.
One thing about Detmer, when we were talking with him yesterday, one thing that was very impressive, he never stopped smiling the whole time.
No.
Just enjoyed it.
He's one of those guys you expect him to pick out a stick and start whittling.
Again, he just throws it away as the heat was on. Ricky Waters was in the area, but Detmer saw the rush coming.
Yeah, there's Dave Campo, the defensive coordinator of the Cowboys, who's doing an outstanding job with this defense because they're doing a lot of different things than they used to. I mean, watch here. They're bringing 4 guys, and then they bring 2 or 3 more in the blitz. They have all kinds of packages. They're blitzing a lot more, changing up their fronts. They're really playing a different defense than they have for years.
4 wide receivers for the Eagles this time. Waters was the lone back. Here's Detmer, and again he just punches it away. Now he's saying somebody was holding my receiver.
Yeah, he was talking about Godfrey Miles. It did grab his receiver. Godfrey Miles, number 98, grabbed his receiver just right by the head.
Ricky Waters.
Watch it. You're going to see it right here. Watch Godfrey Miles. He just come up and just clotheslined right around the neck.
Would you say he got away with one?
He did get away with one. Ricky Waters is going out there to catch a ball, and the guy started jumping around his neck. He said, what the heck's that all about? Wonder how all those officials can be out there and miss this one.
4th and 10, and the Eagles take a timeout.